Hi everyone, it's me Carbundance, and I am sad today. Very, very sad. I have spent the morning crying. And I don't know if I will start to cry again, but I've lost my dog. And so some of you might be like, well, you had a dog? Like, I had no idea. Well, we have had a dog in the Philippines since when? For 3 years. For 2 years? Pretty much the December before COVID started. And it's... yeah. I have bawled my eyes out for so long already. I think there's no tears left. And so I wanted to talk about it. I mean, first of all, I don't have anything to think about today. But it has a lot to do with my recovery as well. So basically, we couldn't go to the Philippines since the situation in the world, because the Philippines were pretty much closed. And the Philippines are actually our second home. And so we are planning to go back to the Philippines sometime next year, if anyhow possible. So it's possible to travel there again for us, but just in terms of work and stuff. But anyway, so we were living towards the moment when we could have seen Teddy again. And we were just living towards the moment where she would be able to recognize us again, because dogs are very much able to just recognize the smell, recognize the owner that they grew up with. And I have never had a baby, but I pretty much have all of the mother feelings towards Teddy. And for some of you who might have been following me on Instagram and also on YouTube, back then when we started the whole property in the Philippines and building the home there, and which we are going to continue in the next years as well, you might have known that we went through a lot. We had 3 puppies in the beginning, and they kind of developed what is called the not puppy syndrome, the siblings syndrome. Litter syndrome, exactly, litter syndrome, litter being the group of siblings of puppies. And so they kind of fought each other pretty much almost to death, like bloody fights and cruel fights. And it hurts my heart to think of it, what we went through there. And Teddy was the one who got most of the bullying. And I will insert you guys some photos here of the puppies, and it was such an intense time, one of the most intense times I've ever had. And I just developed such a... let me just insert the photos and videos here for you first. And I am just someone I connect so deeply with animals, and just I am someone who feels so intensely, like the highs so intensely and the lows so intensely. And I had pretty much, of course, I was grieving today, and I will be grieving for a long time still, like, because I just love her so much. And I feel like a bad mother not having been there, but I know she had the most, like a dream life for a dog at the beach, just running around free. And she had good keepers and carers, like our friends cared very well for her. Yeah, and I'm sure I'm gonna see her again somewhere else. And the thing is, I was grieving also, like I found myself thinking about, like, why do I have to feel things so intensely? Like, because I'm not used to that. I didn't used to feel so intensely before recovery. My feelings were very much numbed in comparison to, oh, by the way, these are the baby hairs, very much numbed in comparison to what they are now. And that's also because of, you know, when hormones tank, you don't have a lot of intensity to go with regarding emotions. And I just try to be thankful for the fact that I can feel intensity, because like there's no point to think about like to be ungrateful for feeling intensely. At least I had these beautiful moments and memories with her. And also another thing is just my eating disorder has cultivated this mindset of fearing loss, fearing lack, fearing that I lose something, and that things are scarce, and that I will fall short in the future. And it's something that I have had to work on a lot in recovery. And I think it's time for me now to just deal with it in different ways. Like it's not a danger per se for me. I don't have to feel threatened by losing something. I am going to have enough. I am going to be fine. It's all going to be fine, right? I mean, of course, it's, you know, it's not a material loss now. Like, that's something different. For me, like, she was like my baby, my child, like my soul. Like, she was a soul for me, and she is a soul. I believe that animals have a soul as well, and I would never have thought before I had a dog that I would connect so much with the dog. And she is pretty much my baby. Still is in my heart. And so what I also noticed is, in the past, like when I was still in my eating disorder and also in quasi recovery, the immediate thought to cope and to control, like, and to kind of keep control was, okay, well, we're not eating, as if that had been the solution. Never is, never will be, and never was. And so that was something I just mechanically knew immediately. I just have to eat, although I'm not hungry. Like, I'm literally, I don't have an appetite today, and that never happens to me. I also have no, like, I'm not even experiencing mental hunger, which, wow, strikes me now, because I don't, like, I never experienced that since starting my recovery. And I mean, of course, it's like an exceptional situation, but also if I had mental hunger, I wouldn't have any physical hunger. Like, it's just I am grieving. Like, there's bigger things now in my life I grieve about than about eating disorder things, and now that the eating disorder is pretty much gone. And so, but I just knew mechanically, we're not doing this shit anymore. I'm going to take care by just eating. I just eat mechanically. I just eat no matter. I don't even have physical hunger. I don't even have mental hunger. and I'm just gonna shove down the food. And I'm pretty damn happy, like I'm pretty dang happy about where I am, that I am at this point. Because in the past I used to kind of use it as a way to cope, and it would if something like this situation would have felt so out of control, at least I had that part under control. Like, well, wow, it even made everything worse, right? Like, you have nothing under control if you're doing that. And I don't know, it's all over the place. And it's just, for now, I at least know I nourish and fuel my body abundantly and richly, and that will also help me to get over the grief as fast as possible, which is the complete opposite of what I did in the past. I used to kind of it felt like I never intentionally felt like I want to punish myself, but I guess it's kind of hurting yourself, because why would you do that to yourself? Like, neglect eating, neglect caring for yourself when you're grieving anyway already. It doesn't make any sense. And so that's a positive thing I noticed today. Grief doesn't mean that you have to increase the grief by not eating. And if anything, I just do, like, it just blows my mind that I just do it even though I have no physical and or mental hunger whatsoever, and I'm so grateful for that. And if you're in any similar situation, that's what you have to do as well. Has it ever helped you? Like, has it ever been a solution without major bad consequences for you to listen to your eating disorder? No. Or to eat, or to not eat, or to eat less? No. Okay. I don't know. I hope if this helped you, give this a thumbs up. And I'm gonna insert, or have already inserted, some photos of Teddy. Yeah, we have puppies, by the way, from Teddy's. She got some puppies, and yeah, I'm so looking forward to being back there again sometime soon. Bye for today.